Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And yes, my wife is upstairs asleep again, hence the lower talking volume. In the last race, I think we overachieved, if I remember rightly. No, we didn't. We finished. It's a race before that we overachieved. We finished 10th and 18th with Bauman in 10th, gaining us a point. If we look at our standings, we are currently 17 points ahead of Callaway, who are in 5th, and we're a long way ahead of Team Schnitzer, who are in 6th. 2 races to go. We could, in theory, get up to 3rd, but really don't want to. I kind of need us to have a couple of shit races and then drop back down here to 6th, where Team Schnitzer are. Bauman's up in 4th. He's having a decent season. Shedden's in 11th. The few points he has managed to get have really sort of pushed him forward. Flush down here somewhere, doesn't really matter. End of the last episode, I fucked up, didn't I? We saw that. We saw how badly I fucked up. We managed to get a decent sponsor here anyway, but we could have had a 5-star sponsor. I made a boo-boo. I've really else to say. I made a boo-boo. So, but yeah, so we've got a decent sponsor anyway. We've got 4 more races with Kaspersky. Hopefully we can get a better sponsor in there. Puma will be 7 races. And hopefully we can get rid of that upfront payment and actually get some money coming in. I think that's the only one left that was an upfront payment. It is. So, yeah, 14 races left on Petronas and then 34 races left on Alfa Romeo. Financially, I think we're going to be okay-ish. It's going to be another cheap chassis for next season, unfortunately. We do obviously have next season 2 spec parts as well. So financially, next season will hopefully be a little bit easier. I think my plan for next year is to use another vote. Go for engines. And then the following season, put in another vote for spec brakes. We're going to concentrate on just working our spoiler. When it comes to parts, I just want to make everything sort of an even playing field, you know. And then we can spend money. I mean, we could just spend the next few years making everything spec. Put fuckloads of money into the HQ, develop that massively, and then, you know, start working up. But I don't know. Anyway, we are here in Munich. It's looking a bit drizzly, so who knows what's going to happen. Obviously we'll take these 2 guys. Now, let's have a load of this setup. Munich. No, which one? Have we got another one? No, apparently I didn't save one from last season. But we've got Munich in. We'll take Super Softs. I know it's raining, but don't care. Schumacher, load, Super Soft. Right, we're going to weight strip now. We're going to put that down at 85. We're going to put this down at 85 and everything else down to 80. Too much. There we go. We'll apply that to both cars. So 270 points performance gained. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Alright. Let's take the practice. So we're the only team going out on the Super Softs, but that's fine by me. I really don't have use for inters in the main race. We're not going to be using that, are we? Plus we need Super Softs for qualifying. I do love a cup of tea. Right. So it's going to get a little bit wet up here. Good band from the late 80s, early 90s, by the way. Wet. Check them out. It's just showing my age. We got setup knowledge, both drivers. That's going to dip away. Let's get these guys in, have a look, see how happy they are. There's a lot of rain actually. If there was a race like that, we would want the inters, but races last a little bit longer than 12 minutes. Well, 20 minutes. That side. I want to say this side. I think we struggle on this one, don't we? I think I've done this before, where we struggle with this. Yeah, we'll try that 89%. I've got good, great, excellent here. Hard to tell. So, we need to do enough to change that. That's enough to change that. It's too much now. And that probably needs to go further away. Hopefully that's enough there. 92% is not a bad start. So I should get level 2 on the race trim any second now. I'll be very surprised if we get level 3 on anything. Get both of these guys in. Want to check their setups again. Great, great, great. Right. And this side of it, that side of it maybe. So if we go like so, that might give us a bit more. It might give us what we need. Alright, Shedden, how are you looking, mate? How are you feeling? Excellent, good, excellent. Okay, so there's improvements. Just are they the improvements we need? 96%. So handling needs to come away. That's fine, that's doable. We'll just do that for now. Yeah. Yeah. Give that a go. Right. If we can get level 3 on a race trim, that would be helpful. I think we'll leave them running. Yeah, we're going to leave them running for now. There's no point in bringing them in the little amount of time there is. Got level 3 for the race trim. I doubt very much we'll get level 3 for super softs, but we do get level 2. Which will help us in qualifying, assuming there is no rain. But yeah, first and second there doesn't really fucking matter. That was a good practice session. Well, I didn't think it was, but okay. Alright, so super soft sweet spots, super soft light foot, I guess, yeah. Car setups. So, how are we looking? We've got 95% there. Got to head click those on, and 97% here. Well, what we want to do is save both these setups. I know 95% isn't great at all. We should be doing a lot better than 95%. But we need an updated version for next season. So let's go ahead and do that. Done. Right. Can we, while we're here, right, let's delete that and delete that. Just making sure we are on top of these. Did I only save Sheddens? Okay. We'll get rid of the Schumacher one. Oh, so we have a lot of Beijing. 97%, 98%, S4. get rid of that Bauman one. Oh, we'll have a look at it fucking later. I don't fucking care at this point. Let's get on with the quali. Weight strip. Don't want to strip any more. So I want to possibly get these guys out early and then give them a second lap. Yeah, we're going to do that because I don't know if there's going to be any rain or not. I would normally wouldn't want to do this, but because of the lack of forecast center, plus there's a chance of rain, I want to get them out now, get a lap in, and then hope for the best. So right, get another lap out, please, mate. Might have enough time for them both to get around. Bauman should get a lap. Yeah, there goes Bauman. Not quick enough for Shedden, unfortunately. Bauman's not making any. Yeah, didn't really do much with that. 12 and 18. It's not too bad. I do want to finish above 6th place in the race. Obviously, keep boosting our marketability. Not that it's going to matter for a while now, but we need to do that. And no, she's not here. Oh well. Right then, it is race time. So we're going to take the super softs and the race trim for both drivers. Let's have a look at these setups real quick. So, 49 laps. They want us out on knitters. Oh, we're going to do what we did last time then. Where are my... Right. No, 49, 33, super softs, thank you. Super softs, 33, yeah. So we're going to do what we did last time round. As you can see, for the first 4 laps, we're not going to need inters, and then we're going to need to change. Because the game set us up on inters, I'm going to assume it's set up the route for drivers on inters too. So we're going to try to take advantage of that. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so Conway, Patriciaka, Stippler, Gounon, and Robert Renau, top 5, all on inters. Interestingly enough. So we're going to get ourselves a nice big fucking lead and then pit. He says as they struggle to overtake even on the first corner. Come on, boys. It's your race here. Bauman just ploughing through. Shedden not doing so well, but it's fine. Bauman up into first. Shedden sort of caught up in a pack. Should, on this lap, maybe take a few positions here. Alright. So a couple more laps. I'm hoping Bauman gets a nice big lead. Rockenfeller's out on super soft, so is Michaelis and Farfus and Assenheimer. So that explains why we didn't have the massive boost ahead of everyone that we previously got. It's good to see that the game just didn't give everyone inters, actually. It makes it a bit more challenging, but no, that's fine. So we want to do lap. So this is lap 3 now. How big a gap do we have over, like, Gounon? Obviously, Assenheimer on softs will probably go a little bit further, but I want to get a nice big gap over the guys who are on inters. Martin at the back has already pitted. Yeah, don't worry about your fucking tyre performance. Just worry about when you get a pit, which isn't quite yet. We've got a 22 seconds lead on Gounon. Trishiaka down in 10th. Shedden in 4th is kind of keeping up with the group. He's got himself a 5-second lead over Farfus. Now, I want to set this up so that we come in on this lap, or the next lap. If we get Shedden in on this lap, on the inters, how many laps do you get on those? 36, 38. I don't think we're going to need that much. I want to try and keep on top of the fuel, obviously. We'll take a safe because we can. Go back to Bauman. Is it Bauman or is it Borman? I don't know. Bauman sounds right. If you are a native Austrian speaker, then let me know in the comments. Bauman ran wide. It's fine, mate. Don't worry about it. It's damp at the minute. Jen in 6th. Now, I think we need to do one more. I think Shedden's going to lose out to Martin in a minute, but we need to do one more. And then we'll pit onto the inters. Try to keep on top of the fuel. And we'll take a balanced. Yeah, I don't know how long we're going to need the inters for, but there we go. Shedden in 7th, still has a 9-ish second lead over Gunon. Let's go neutral on these tyres. I need that tyre wear to sort of last us for a little bit. Oh, I'd like to point out with this cough, someone mentioned to me in the comments about a week ago. It only seems to happen when I'm recording. It doesn't happen during the day. It's really bizarre. Alright, so Bauman comes out in 5th. That's to be expected. Shedden should start making the most of the weather. As we've got the better tyres on now, we should get past these guys who stayed out on the shittier tyres. As you can see, he's just managed to push past them there. Let's go conserve here for Bauman. Let's go up to Bauman. Shouldn't need to really push him too hard. We're going to catch up on these guys rather quickly. Actually, we've got the wrong tyres. We should really take them the blues, the wets. It's fine. I don't know why I'm pushing for the win so much when we need to finish 6th. I don't know. It's just a competitive streak in me, I guess. I just want to win. If we go overtake attack now and overtake attack, Malman has gone into 1st, and will Shedden come out in 2nd? Shedden does come out in 2nd, so let's go high and push both of these drivers. Actually, let's go high and neutral. High neutral. Let's go push and medium, actually. Push medium. So we're not going to attack the fuel so much, but we are going to attack the tyres. I don't think we're going to need the tyres for a tremendous amount of time. 87%, 83%. Tyre wear is, or tyre temperatures are okay-ish at the minute. I think about lap 20, we'll want to come off these. So, I mean, Bauman in front by 14.9 seconds, although if you want to dismiss Shedden, you could say 16.2. Shedden's got a little bit of distance between him and Rockenfeller, but not a lot. Maybe we should get him to attack and pull away. I don't know why I'm pushing for it. I really don't. Just can't help myself. I cannot help myself. If we go neutral and overtake now for Bauman, keep that tyre temperature down a little bit. We're going to push Shedden's tyre temps a touch longer. Yeah, just a touch longer. So now if we go neutral, oh well, we'll go conserve first and then neutral on the tyre temps. We'll keep on overtake. Bauman, I don't know why we're pushing him so hard. Don't need to really, but can't help it. Shedden's still in 2nd. Is he gaining a bit of distance between him and Rockenfeller? He is. The gap between Bauman and the other drivers is closing. But, I mean, the gap is still huge. I don't want to push him too hard, have him run wide or anything, or crash. In fact, touch wood, we've not seen a crash for a little while. I think the game is overdue one. So, All right. How are we looking tyre temp wise? Let's get you pushing again. And I need you to go neutral for a touch. Shedding. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing okay here. Anything happening in the midfield? Not really. There's not really much happening. No one particularly close to each other. It's just these two here. We want to take this off around about lap 22 or around lap 24. We'll keep an eye on the weather. Keep an eye on the temperature. We're on the track. Assenheimer, for some bizarre fucking reason, they stayed the entire course on softs. But I mean, that could be part of the reason why this gap has changed, because Baumann may have got caught behind 20th place here at Assenheimer. You never know. This is a good lap though. This is a good little race for us. We're doing rather well. We can push the tyre temps a bit, I think. Just try to increase what gap we can over other drivers. Obviously, Rockenfeller's keeping up with us, but we've got a big gap here over Michaelis. Trisciarca has just taken over Stippler. Trisciarca will probably be catching up on Renault anytime soon. We do have some movement in the midfield now. So we've got a big group of people here. Number 20, Assenheimer getting lapped by every fucker. Who's that in 9th? That's Farfus. Okay. So we've got a good bit of racing going on here. Gap here has increased to 3 seconds. A good one there, Shedden. Let's get you go conserve for a touch. And you, Baumann. Let's go bring your fuel consumption down. I think if we get Shedden in on this lap, yeah, 39.41. I could see him out for the rest of the race on these, but I don't really fancy that. Take a balanced. Tyre choice, definitely those, yep. And then we'll go back to Baumann, who's going to do one more lap. If we get you to go attack and overtake, then because that gap's just closed up again to 2.8 seconds. He's going to come in now. Let's have a look. Where's he going to come out? Comes out in 9th. He's going to drop a couple of positions because the weather isn't quite right. But not overly concerned. We're going to get Baumann in on this one. He can have 25 laps worth of fuel. Take a safe. We should still be coming out in first. So we'll do that. I don't think he will. Don't worry about your inters, mate. Don't worry about your inters. I'll worry about the inters. All right. So Baumann comes out in second, just about. Shedden and Baumann should now start seeing the benefits of these tyres. Maybe not quite yet, but this next lap definitely. I probably did bring him in a little bit early, but it'll be fine. Michaelis there on the tail of Baumann. Rockenfeller surprisingly did not come in here. When I say we should start seeing the benefits of the tyres now. We're going to keep him pushing on the fuel. We're going to start getting him to push on the tyres now. Shedden attempting to overtake Frank Stippler. Should do it any minute now. Come on, Shedden. There we go. So yeah, I shouldn't be pushing for the win really, but I can't help myself. I really can't help myself. I like to win. Baumann set a new personal best. It's fine. He's catching up rather rapidly. Shedden, we're going to get you to attack. Now, I'm imagining a lot of these drivers will pit on this lap. I'd be very surprised if they don't. That being said, None of them are coming in yet. I mean, it's still a bit damp, but still. Shedden gaining, taking lives, Shedden. Well done, mate. So Bauman has just got ahead of Rockenfeller. Need to bring these tyre temperatures down again, because I do want to do 2 laps on these tyres. 2 laps, there's 2 stints. I want to do 2 lots of super softs. But yeah. So everyone's now getting on the right tyres. Rockenfeller's 9 seconds behind Shedden. Bauman's just fucking gone. It's like, see you later, mate. I'm done. This one's mine. Shedden, 19 seconds behind Bauman, 8 seconds ahead of Rockefeller, and, well, 20 seconds ahead of Michaelis. So I think we're fine. As long as we don't fuck up in stupid places, I think we're fine. Let's get this tyre temp down. Rockefeller is rapidly catching up, to be fair. Tyre temperatures go neutral. How is he driving? He's not even driving particularly fucking hard. That's the scary thing. As it stands, we stay in 4th place. We then go 12 points behind at HB. Yeah. A little bit mental, really. Bauman goes up into 3rd. Shedden up into 8th. Yeah, it's a little bit mad. We're overperforming. I shouldn't. I just cannot help myself. Pardon me. Go high and high. Just going to keep pushing here where we can. Very, very wary of the tyre wear. Very wary of the tyre wear. Especially on super softs. I don't want to have to bring them in far too early. We can do... We've got lap 30 start, so 20 laps to go, I think. I'm not going to bring them in yet. I just want to double check. 23 to 25. Okay. So, I mean, we can get these down to around about 45, 50%, bring them in, and then that will see him out for the rest of the race. Obviously, Rockenfeller, I don't know, I think Rockenfeller can probably see this race out on those tyres, as will Michaelis. Gunnar will definitely see the race out on these tyres. Bauman, obviously, we can pit Bauman without really much concern at all. Don't know, Shedden may fall away. I think what we'll do is if we attack with Shedden, we'll try to increase this gap again, push him as hard as we can on these tyres, and then we'll pit him. Let's go neutral and overtake here. I mean, although we've got a 31-second lead here with Bauman, I would like to make sure that we keep that 31-second lead, you know. Well, I got a bit of movement here potentially. Gunnar, Renau, and Farfus. Looks like Gunnar might lose out to Farfus. He does. So how's that look now? So who's that for HB? Pink, Gunnar, and Stippler. If they were to fall away, then they'd be doing all right. We'd go up into 3rd. Yeah, we would. Shedden obviously got his lead, 43%. We're pushing these tyres hard. We're going to bring him in on the next lap, 16 laps to go. Yeah, so in you come on these ones. 16 laps left fuel-wise. We'll give him 20 laps. It's a bit much, but then we'll take a balance. Saying that if we... They'll come out in 3rd, potentially. Well, we'll be battling for 3rd. The strategy fast. Safe. Right, we'll take a balanced. But I'm expecting him to go down to 4th or 5th. Bauman obviously just far and away. 29 seconds ahead of Rockenfeller. So we're starting to lose out a little bit here, time-wise, because everyone else has got much better cars. We're starting to fall back a little bit. Still a long fucking way ahead, but we're starting to fall back a little bit. Let's go to Shed. Will he come out in 3rd? No, he's going to come out in 6th. Came out in 5th, but He's dropped straight down to 5th. We're going to leave him on attacking just to see if he can gain his position back. Bauman, we're going to do one more lap and then we'll bring him in. Just double checking weather before we do. And he needs... yeah, okay. We'll take a safe. Or about safe. Rockenfeller obviously won't be coming in. Michaelis obviously won't be coming in. Let's go back over to Shedden, who is trying to overtake Stippler at the minute. Rather unsuccessfully. Manages it though. Have I got any much tea left? I've got a little bit of tea left. We need to get him to back up on his tyres. Got a good pit. Can we please make sure we stay in first? Alright, so the gap between Bauman and Rockenfeller is now 3 seconds, and the gap between us and third place is now 17 seconds. So, not ideal having to do that, but necessary. Shedden. How are you doing against Renault? I mean, again, we don't need to win this. In fact, we'd be better off just finishing 11th and 12th. But the competitive side of me wants to win it. So we're going to leave Bauman doing his thing. We'll keep an eye on this time here between him and Rockenfeller. But we're going to try and get Shedden back up into far behind Trisciarca. I don't think we can get into third, but we might be able to get into fourth, possibly. So we're going to do what we can to, accommodate that. They need to conserve these tyres, though. So that is our limiting factor with Shedden. It's the conservation of the tyres. Can't wait to get that tyre temp down, and then we'll start attacking again. I can see Shedden now finishing outside the top 10, but we did need to pit him. So I think if I'd have gone for softs instead, we may have been okay, but... Alright, if you can push again, lovely. Just got to keep an eye on that tyre temperature. It goes up so quickly. I mean, it drops pretty quick too, which is helpful. But 5.2 between Bauman and Rockenfeller is good. How many laps to go now? 9. 75%. Okay. I need you to push a little bit, and I need you to stay on overtake. You can attack just for a couple of seconds and then go conserve. We've got a bit of time between us and Stippler. It's just getting ahead of these fuckers again now. So, well, look. I think we finished 4th overall in the championship. I mean, 43 points. Team Schnitzer can't touch us, yeah. So we've got a 4th place guaranteed finish at this rate. Not brilliant. Overachieving's not good, but I will just have to say we'll finish 6th again, I guess. I mean, that's all I can do. Hopefully the spec parts that will be coming in next season will mean that everyone else's cars are going to come down in performance. That is my hope. Whether that is the case, I don't know. Go on, Shedden, mate. You got a few people in front of you. You've got a handful of people in front of you. You can do this. You can do this. We've practiced this. We haven't practiced it. Just trying to build them up a little bit. So you have just about pulled ahead of Michaelis. And need to get that tyre temp back down. So conserve. And then attack now. Because, well, it would be stupid not to. 5 laps to go, 58%. Okay. Alright, now go back up. Tyre temps down, please. Tyre temps down. Let's go conserve. Bauman, let's go push. Got 11 seconds ahead of Rockenfeller now as Bauman. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck me. 55%. When we go down to 15 is not on super soft, so I'm going to have to remember this. It's going to have to stick up here and fucking stay up here at some point. what percentage we can go down to on these tyres. Oh, fuck me, we're going to run out of fuel, aren't we? Right, let's go low on the fuel for a minute. 3 laps to go. Got excess, let's go medium then. We've got excess here, that's fine. Just completely forgot about fuel. Looking at the tyres, did not think about the fuel. Alright, so let's go neutral, medium. We're going to wait till we've got a bit more excess and then we'll start pushing on high again. I say we don't need to be concerned about Bauman 15-second gap. I mean, I would laugh if Rockenfeller and Patriciaka had to come in. I don't think they will, but I would laugh if they did. Right. Push. How far behind? Gunnar. 6 seconds behind. I can't see them coming in, but I can see Patriciaka's performance suddenly dipping away. Final lap. We'll keep on medium for now. And then about halfway round we'll go push. If we go attack on the tyres, because we can. Stifler's just set fastest lap. That's scary. And I think as we come around this corner, go high. I want to try and make sure we get a 5th place finish. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Bauman's dedicated his win to me because, well, you know. But 1st and 5th, overachieving. I mean, it's a good result, but it's not a good result. I just can't help myself at all. I don't like staying still, which is weird because I'm sitting here for a while. I don't like standing still, and that is just a bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm just disappointed we didn't get a second. I think if I'd have planned this out a little bit more, maybe taken the softs here instead of the super softs, we wouldn't have lost time here on this pit. We'd have lost time overall, but we wouldn't have lost time on this pit, and maybe we'd have seen it out. Pardon me. Keep bourbon. It's a tea. But who knows? Who knows? But not a bad result there, 1st and 5th. Chairman will be happy. Marketability will go up. We've definitely saved our job. We'll definitely be here next season. But yeah. So Bauman 1st. We've got 25 points for that. Patriciaka in 3rd. Bauman goes up to 3rd overall. Shedden goes up to 9th overall. We are a long way behind Patriciaka. Patriciaka obviously has won the Drivers' Championship already. Land Motorsport, 20 points between them and Zach Speed. I should imagine they'll win the championship. It's a tight championship this year. I think last year there was a massive gap. No Susie Perry. Not at all today. Not good. Not good. There's massive, massive disappointment that there's no Susie Perry. I'm pretty fucking hungry at the minute. I woke up, made myself a cup of tea, had a shower, made myself another cup of tea, straight into this. Haven't bothered eating yet. Pretty fucking hungry. We've got a 1st place. Champion's happiness is up to 100%. Again, Mark's beat 77%. Got some decent relationship changes here. Morale's gone up. Yeah, I mean we're doing all right. And obviously we're making money now as well, which is also a good thing. Let's see what this interview is all about then. I'm going to need another haircut soon, just seeing myself in the face cam. Going to need another one soon. It's getting a bit long again. Always leave it a little bit too long between haircuts. Just need to get back on top of it. I think maybe next week. Yeah, next week. I think I have to go and get a haircut. Alright. Let's set this interview. Oh, disgusting. We'll say yes. We'll have a look at Robert now. Where is he? I wouldn't mind him in my team. 2 months left on his contract. 689,000. Feedback's 10. Spirit's 14. He'd definitely be an improvement on Shedden. He wants £100,000 more though. Buttered up. He's got a better marketability than Shedden. That's the only thing that's pushing it up, is that one. I mean, all round, decent driver. Just this cost per race is going to be a sticker. But never mind. Anyway, our next race, the final race of the season, is in Singapore. And doesn't look like there's going to be any rain. But doesn't matter. I think as it stands, we're guaranteed fourth. Yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed fourth. Maximum points you can get is 43, and that's more than 43 points worth of difference there. So we have massively overachieved, but well, we'll sort of say we'll finish 6th next season to the boss. Hopefully with the spec parts, as I say, we'll be fine. But anyway, guys, that's the end of today's episode. Don't forget that shortly there will be another Forza 7 episode out. Recording should be a bit better than it has been the last couple of days. But see how it goes. Anyway, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.